Stop the crab in the bucket mentality. That's another way, right? Okay. Hey, Slick Rick, what up? Thank you for joining tonight. So stop the crab in the bucket mentality. Stop it. It's not going to be beneficial to anyone. And you know, people are going to remember you by your character. They're going to remember the way that you treated them over anything. They might not remember what you said. They might not remember, you know, what you did. They might not remember it verbatim, but they're always going to remember the way that you treated them. So your character really is all you have in the end, right? It's your legacy when you leave this place, right? And on to the next one, or reincarnation, or whatever you believe in. Hey, that's what you got, right? So do not be jealous. Do not have the crab in the bucket mentality. Just do not have it. That's what I'm saying, right? That's going to be your, you know, a very important tool for you to utilize so that you can truly live your life every day. Welcome to Shibo. I see you there on Facebook. I see you. Welcome, welcome. The next thing, as far as a way to truly live your life every day, truly live your life every day. Another way is overcoming your fears. In a way that you can overcome your fear, think about this. A way to overcome your fear is to visualize the worst possible scenario, the worst possible outcome. So if you, Sam the man, welcome. Hello, baby. I see you there. I see you, baby. So, well, you know, in order to overcome your fear, you have to visualize the worst possible scenario or the worst possible outcome. That is a way to overcome your fear. So, overcome the fear by visualizing the worst possible scenario or the worst possible outcome. Think about it. If I am imagining what is the worst thing, if I can imagine what the worst thing is, okay, where am I at now? So I've imagined what the worst possible scenario is. I'm doing pretty damn good. If I'm thinking about what the worst possible scenario or outcome is in my situation, I'm doing pretty good because now I see that it could be so much worse. So what I am blessed with, or what I do have, or what I have obtained, I am doing pretty good, actually. I'm really working to live my best life because now I see what I do have in front of me. Now I see that it's my season. Now I see that I am really doing a lot better than I thought I was, right? Okay, so that's another one, right? And then finally, my last tip is that you have to maintain your internal compass. Maintain an internal compass. Maintain your internal compass. What that means is figure out what keeps you grounded. There's two parts to this. Figure out what it is that keeps you grounded and gravitate towards that. Welcome, Jesus. Figure out what keeps you grounded and gravitate towards that. Also, remember to be very true to your moral compass. Whatever your morals are, we all have our own morals, right? And standards that we live by. Whatever those morals and standards are that you live by, make sure that you remain true to those. Make sure you also pay attention to whatever it is that keeps you grounded. Maintain your internal compass. Maintain your internal moral compass. These are the things that you can do to truly live your life. So that was what I had for you guys. I'm going to run back through them real quick. I have had some comments on, so I love that. Thank you very much for, one of the comments was, it's hard to live your best life. It's hard to truly live your life every day when you are working so hard and you're not being acknowledged for that. It goes to no avail. And part of that is we as human beings, we desire that acknowledgement. We're working hard for somebody. It's not because we want them to say, oh, you're the greatest. No, we want you to acknowledge that we're working really hard. And you should acknowledge when someone is working very hard. You should absolutely acknowledge that every single time because that's an effort that they're making. Do not discount what they're doing in your life. Pay attention, right? Pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to run back through them. And while I'm going through them, please feel free to comment. Please feel free, to give your feedback, whatever. Let me know how you're feeling about what I'm saying. So, truly living your life every day. Here we go. Number 1, create yourself a bucket list. Make sure it doesn't have to be a bucket list that spans over 30 years. I would absolutely not encourage that. It's nice because some of that, has a monetary value on your bucket list. Remember, I was telling you also that on this bucket list does not have to be, thank you very much, does not have to be things that cost a lot of money. You don't have to do things that cost a lot of money. Everything on your bucket list doesn't have to cost a lot of money. I was speaking about taking someone fishing. They never been fishing for themselves before. They've been hanging out with people who went fishing. They never actually caught their own fish. So I moved out of the way, baited up, the rod and reel, and showed them how to do it. Okay, they're 50 years old. Now they know how to fish, and I'm younger, and I'm like, cool, let me show you. This made them feel good. That was something that they put on their bucket list that doesn't cost a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Think about your real bucket list. Think about things that make you happy, what you find joy in, and what you enjoy. Create a bucket list, right? Okay. Set attainable goals for yourself. Something that you can actually go back and look at and measure. Set attainable goals. It should not always be about money. Everything is not about money. So set attainable goals for yourself. Something that you can go back and measure. Make sure that these are, goals, whether they are a 1 month goal, a 2 week goal, 6 months goal. Within this year, I want to do that. Make them attainable. Don't make them so out of reach for yourself. Welcome, big brother. Don't make them so unattainable for yourself or so strenuous on yourself that you cannot accomplish them. That will not be good because that will actually be detrimental to your growth. We don't want to be detrimental to your growth. So create your bucket list. Set attainable goals for yourself. Make sure they are attainable, right? The bucket list, make it a short bucket list. You can always create a new bucket list. After 3 years or 5 years, go back and recreate a new bucket list. There's always going to be things that you're going to want to do. Whatever you find your passion in, go back to it, right? Okay? All right. The next thing is to live your life for you, but also be sensitive to the others around you so that you're careful of how you're making them feel with your behavior. Yeah, live your life, but be sensitive to the needs of others. And how they treat you and how they receive you and how you treat and receive them. It's very, very important to be sensitive to others while you're living your life for you. Don't try to measure up to someone else because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and be happy with yourself. Before you close your eyes and go to sleep, you have to think about your day and you have to be proud of what you did, the decisions that you made, and where you are. So I highly suggest that you do live your life for yourself. But at the same time, also be sensitive to those others that are with you, that have a part in your life, so that you're not, hurting them. You're not hurting them or discarding them or discouraging them in any way, The next thing is to show affection to others. Show affection to your support group. Show affection to the people who love you, who've supported you, who have been there for you, who have been your biggest fan. Show your affection. It's so easy to get wrapped up in our own life every day that we can become grumpy if we've not reached the goals that we want financially, or if we're going through something, we're not in our own growth season. We're not, we're seeing everybody around us accomplish things that we want to accomplish, whether that's a material possession that you want to gain, or whether it's a monetary number you have in your head, it's a figure that you want to get to, right? So I want you to remember that. Don't get lost in there. Welcome there on Instagram, y'all. Welcome on Facebook. Don't get lost and forget to show affection to those people who support you. Let them know that you appreciate them and love them. It's monumental. It means so much. It takes such a small amount of your time. Really, people really love you and support you. And you've got to find those people, gravitate towards those people, and celebrate them back. Really. And if they're the ones that are going through their growth season, their season, and it's a celebratory season for them, celebrate them, right? Which brings me in to the next one. Lose the attitude of entitlement. If you have an attitude of entitlement about anything, lose it. This life owes you nothing. This world owes you absolutely nothing. It's up to you to go in and get what you want. You've got to create your own opportunities. Nobody owes you anything. They don't owe you a penny. They don't owe you their time. They don't owe you anything. Recognize that. And lose any attitude of entitlement. You might not even know that you have an entitled attitude. I was accused so many times as a young lady being a spoiled brat. Oh, you're just a brat. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You've had this, you've had that. No, I worked hard for everything that I had. And because, you saw me as a brat, you looked like I had an attitude of entitlement. But I didn't have my hand out to you or anybody. Welcome to Spring Branch Steve. I see you. I didn't have my hand out to anybody. I didn't have an attitude of entitlement like you owe me anything. No, I came out here to get what y'all said I couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? It's rough already. You know, number one, you're a woman. Number two, you're a minority. You're a minority and a woman. That's a whole other thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, and where I come from, you know, you land, you know, end up in one or two places and you know, in jail or dead. That's where I come from. But I made my own opportunities. And every single day that I live, I create my own opportunities. And that's what I'm saying you have to do too. Lose an attitude of entitlement if you find that you have one. You really, really have to refocus yourself, check yourself when you're wrong, apologize when you're wrong, and figure out if you do have an attitude of entitlement if you feel like somebody owes you something, recognize that no one owes you a thing. Create your own opportunity, right? Okay. The next one that I have for you is to break away from the crab in the bucket mentality. You know what a crab in the bucket mentality is? Been crabbing? You see crabs in a bucket. They're snatching each other down, pulling each other down. That one crab is getting to the top. They're making it. They're about to get out of the bucket. And what does the other crab do? Yank its paw off, snatch it down, kill it, fight it. That's what they do. I don't want to see you win. That's wrong. You're not going to get your blessings by not wanting other people to win. Be there for them when it's their season and celebrate them in their season. That's what it's about. You have to celebrate others in their season. Yours is coming. Welcome, Kenneth. Hey, y'all, welcome. It's been a minute. Don't be jealous of others. Support people when they're in their season. They're in their prime. Like I was telling you earlier, our seasons come around more than we know. A lot of times we're so hyper-focused on other things that we actually miss our season. It presents itself several times. It's going to come. It's going to come back. But in the meantime, while everyone else is around you, let that crab get out the bucket. If it's at the top of the bucket, let it go. Let it go in and celebrate its life. Let it celebrate its season. You let it get out without dying. Shoot, it can run away and not get boiled. Come on, let's think about it, right? You know, it's just an analogy. But get away from the crab in the bucket mentality. Stop snatching your brother down. Stop snatching your sister down. Stop, being grudgeful or hateful, or jealous or gossiping about the things that they have. I'm proud of every single person that I know and love and everyone that I've seen grow and accomplish, no matter what I feel like where I should be or where I should have been or what I could have done. I'm living my life. I'm on the path to where I need to go to my own greatness. And I am going to create my own opportunities. And in the interim, I'm going to celebrate all y'all and all y'all's. Every accomplishment that you have done, I'm going to do it, right? Okay, so Steve says, I'm still learning from my mistakes. I guess I'm a crab, but solo. Nah, it's not like that. We can't have our issues, because we get discouraged. We're human beings, right? We get discouraged. It's natural. It's human nature for us to get discouraged, right? It's okay to get discouraged sometimes, but we have to recenter ourselves, which I'm going to talk about again in a minute. My next tip for you is to overcome whatever your fear is of being great. Hey, Lala, I see you there on Facebook. Overcome your fear. And the way that you overcome your fears is by visualizing the worst possible scenario or the worst possible outcome in the situation or the goal that you have in mind. The way that you overcome your fear of attaining that goal, of getting to that place, of gaining that thing that you're trying so hard to do or whatever, is by visualizing the worst possible scenario or the outcome. And when you do that, you recognize the blessings that you already have. You realize the greatness that you already are, right? So that's what I'm talking about. We did that, right? Look back and you say, you know what? I'm still here. I got time. I'm shining. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to create my opportunities. And I am going to, I'm doing a whole lot better, than what I thought I would do, right? I'm doing a whole lot better. Hey there, Tina. Welcome. Welcome, dear. So I'm doing a whole lot better than I thought I could do, right? Okay. The next one I'm saying, okay, it's two parts because it's sort of the same thing, but not all the way the same thing. Maintaining an internal compass. What I mean by that is two things. One is to keep yourself grounded. Find what it is that keeps you grounded and gravitate. Welcome, Marvin, and welcome here on Instagram too. Okay, so maintain your internal compass. So find that thing within you that keeps you grounded and always return to that thing. The next thing find that and maintain that. Mine is my peace. I have to have inner peace. So I do whatever it takes to maintain my peace. If that means that I got to cut people off, if that means that I got to walk away, even if I want to win the argument, you know, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to maintain my internal peace is what I'm going to do. I'll walk away. I don't have to win. I learned that a long time ago. We can talk about it later. We ain't going to talk about it right now, because if it's not going to be a benefit, it's only going to be more of a detriment to me, then that does not help me maintain my internal peace. That's my internal compass, right? Keeps me grounded which way I need to go. I'm paying attention, right? Okay. And the second part to that is maintaining your moral compass. Moral compass. Maintaining a moral compass. Whatever you believe in, whatever you feel, whatever your morals and values are, you should stick to those. You got to get back there and maintain that internal moral compass, because that's what's going to help you win out here. Maintaining a moral compass is going to help you win. I want you to understand that. So I will go to comments. And Steve says, my fear is seeing my kids being raised by another man. You know, honestly, you know, I think that's a fear for a lot of people, especially, you know, and not saying that, you know, you're in a bad relationship. It's just that anything could happen to you. Anything could happen to you. You know what I mean? Anything. And, you know, the one thing that's inevitable in life is change. No matter what, everything changes. That's the one thing you can bank on. Everything in our life is going to change. And we have to be open to that. So it's a possibility that anything could happen. You know, I'm not saying this, I'm not pronouncing this over anybody's life, but you could be with someone for 25 years and all of a sudden you're no longer their cup of tea, or their, you know, their glass of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? You're just not those things for them anymore. It just doesn't work out anymore and they go their separate ways. You know what I mean? And you could have very small children and then they could go on with a new relationship. So I totally understand what you're saying. It happens all day, every day. It is a fear. But the truth is, to be honest with you, Steve, all you can do is be the very best father you can, because you can't control all the circumstances. So work hard every day, like I know you do, to be the best possible father to your children. They will never forget who their father is. They will never forget the time and energy and affection that you gave. They'll always be proud of their father because you're an awesome dad. So no matter what you're going through, do not expose them to the negativity that, if it ever comes to that point, you know what I'm saying? Always be classy. Always be humble. Always show them the light. Always show them the right way, right? I know, when it's hard when you're raising kids. It's hard to keep your face right, your safe face when you're having an argument with your spouse or their parent, the other parent. It's hard, because you could be hating each other's guts right now. But the bigger person does not expose the children to that. They don't argue in front of the kids. They don't talk down on the other parent in front of the kids. Sadly, our generations have seen too much of that. So they've got an opinion of their parent. Let me tell you something. Your children are smart. All the way from little bitty tots all the way up. They are very intelligent. They don't need anybody to tell them anything about their parents, because they're seeing everything for themselves. That is the reason why it's important, if you're a single mom, that you do not bring a lot of different men around your children. It's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. If my mom dated, we didn't know about it. She didn't bring nobody around us. Period. It just didn't happen, and I respect her for that. I have a different opinion of her for that than some of my friends, have of their mother, because she didn't expose us to different things. Because people are unpredictable. You never know what they might do. Also, it's important that you stay hyper-focused on what they need. Their needs come first. That's what people forget. When you become a parent, it's not about you anymore. It's about your kids. It's about what's best for them, right? It's about them. You've been entrusted to raise this child. This life has been granted to you to nurture and grow. And that's incredibly important for you to do. Got it? Okay. So it's up to you. You got to answer for that. And you don't just have to answer, to whomever your higher power is, whatever. Or, whatever. You got to answer them kids. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be who they are regardless. They are going to take in some of those traits that you showed them. They're going to be better people for it. They weren't exposed to the negativity, and you're going to be a parent they can be proud of. 9 times out of 10, they're going to celebrate you and they're going to come back and thank you for that later. because you were there. You did what you needed to do. That's what's up. Yes, the last 10 minutes of the night. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so y'all, I just ran back through those things for you guys. And you can go back and watch the video after. I'm going to keep it live on Instagram, you know, for the 24 hours or whatever. I'm going to move it over to my YouTube. And then it will also be here on Facebook. If you don't follow on Facebook, you can follow on Facebook at Hayes Williams. Hayes Williams. You can follow on Facebook. The videos are public, and I will be moving it over to my YouTube also. So please go on. Please DM me or message me your topic suggestions for next week. We'll be at season 2, episode 31, and we only have 2 more for this season. And then we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back popping for season 3. So I got 2 more. I got 31 and 32, and that's it for season 2. So please give me your topics, whatever you want to talk about. Again, like I always say, the mission for us here at Fancy's Let's Talk About It is to get the conversation started. So if we can talk about anything that you need to talk about that might not be easy for you to talk about, maybe somebody's asking you for advice and you can't give it to them, you don't know, but you know, I can be here and we can have this forum, and hey, I was watching this, you know, Fancy Let's Talk About It, and you know, the topic was this, and this is what they said. Please, you know, it can be, and you can remain anonymous too. You can send me your topic request and I will not reveal who sent it. That's not important. So just DM me or instant message me and let me know what your topic requests are. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, you can follow me on Instagram at Hey Miss Hayes. It's Hey with 6 Y's _MS_Hayes. So Hey Miss Hayes, follow me there, okay? And my links are already posted also in the video promo for today. So I will see you guys next week. Hopefully you've gained some good insight on truly living your life every day. It's much easier than you think it is. Refocus your attention. Remember, there's always a little time to be fancy, and that's me. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard. Y'all be good. Thank you so much for your support and your comments. I'll see y'all next week. And there we go on that. All right, guys. So Facebook, I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Please comment, and you can comment after the fact, and you can message me, Instagram, whatever. DM me and let me know what you want your topic to be for next week. I'll announce it by next Monday. So talk to y'all later. Y'all be good. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you for participating.